We are here for people that realize or they thinking about doing something different, and we want to help because we are on this journey ourselves.
Another meta-analysis found that friend support reduces loneliness more than any other kind, even more than family romantic partner. Romantic partners and family have their place. I think you can't get everything from a romantic partner that you can get in a friendship.
But the easiest way to say is you need a brotherhood.
1 in 3 men have no close friends at all. I think that's very, very true. Some studies show that loneliness increases your risk of dying early by up to 44% if you're a man. My interpretation of the truth, I'm going to add it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of the Brothers Network podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about the silent struggle that's costing men their happiness, health, and even their lives. And what is that? It's doing life alone. This space is for real men, real talk, and real growth. So loneliness isn't just emotional, a bit exaggeratory, but it's lethal. So some studies show that loneliness increases your risk of dying early by up to 44% if you're a man. They will be linked below. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. Well, my interpretation of the truth, I'm going to add in there. So we're going to start, like the previous episode, with a personal check-in. So Andre, my co-host, I'm Sean, by the way. We did this last time as well.
Yeah,
you should have watched the first episode.
We've mentioned at some point.
You should have watched the first episode. So
yeah,
that's a joke. How's your week been?
Bro, it's been crazy.
Yeah, turbulent.
Yeah, loads.
Yeah,
but well, I'm here.
Yeah,
and it's good. I love it.
You're showing up, doing the work.
Sorry?
Showing up, doing the work. Sorry, I wanted to get that in.
Yeah. I'm here working, but bro, yeah, it's been a nightmare. But in the same time, as much as it's pissing me off going through all this, I realize I love it as well because it keeps me going. And
it's part of the story, isn't it?
I can show to myself and prove that I never give up, and I just keep going regardless of whatever comes up. I just keep going. How is yours?
Hot right now. I can feel the sweat dripping down my body. Like I can feel each individual droplet. So if I look uncomfortable and hot, it's because I am. So please excuse me.
Bro, weather is crazy.
Yeah, similar to yours, not as turbulent. To be fair, it's kind of gone my way. I've worked a lot of hours at work, but I get paid to work, so the more hours I get, the more money I get. So I know that sounds obvious. It's not, it's not the way I want to live my life forever, but it's cool.
Yeah,
I enjoy my job currently, but it just has been excruciatingly hot in the UK. It's currently the 29th of June 2025. Maybe it will go down the history books. Maybe
it's crazy, honestly.
Thank you, global warming. Thank you very much. We're not going to get into that whole debate here, but
no thanks.
Yeah, so we're not just talking about what we do, we're living it too. We're here with you. We're people, we have jobs, we're normal in that sense. We try to practice
multifunctional.
Yeah, multifunctional.
Here, there, everywhere, working.
So yeah, what are you proud of this week? So I thought I'd throw that in there and just out of nowhere.
Bruh, I'm proud of myself being able to. I'm getting like better control over myself and
your emotions, your actions.
Yes, like I'm more precise with what I have to do.
Okay, so you're more guided. You feel you're getting more.
Yes, like I'm more like focused on what I have to do than the whole situation and thinking about, oh, this is so bad, this is too busy, this is like, I'm like, whatever, things has to be done and I'm just going for it. Like I sit, I analyze, I realize, and I just act. Like I just go for it.
Yeah, I think you're listening to your emotions, but you're doing something about it. You're not letting them control you, but you're understanding.
No, like I have
analyzing them.
Yes, I have much better control over my mind and over myself, and over like my emotional side, if I can call it like that.
What is, we're humans, aren't we?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You experience them.
I don't care now, like even more, and I just do what I have to. Yeah, in a good way, because it helps me get things done. So that's one thing I've realized after all this week. I'm more calm and also more like savage with myself, but in a good way, if
A
that makes
healthy way,
sense.
yeah, challenging
Like
yourself,
I'm just
but not,
okay,
but
this
also
has
being
to be
kind.
done, this has to be the end result. Whatever I have to do, I have to do to get this end result. And I'm more focused on my problems like better than I used to be.
And how did you do that? How do you think you did that? Did anything happen in particular? Just so we can help people if they're
No, I literally like I sit and like talk to myself, and like I literally sit and analyze and like realize what's happening.
Yeah.
And instead of focusing on how I feel about it or how this whole situation happened, why it happened, like I do ask myself why it happened, and I realize it's pretty much all my fault.
Yeah.
That's how I take better control over
yeah,
everything
yeah, that's what I do
than
as
trying
well,
to
yeah.
blame others. Oh, it's his fault because he did this. If he wasn't doing this, it doesn't matter what other
can't
people
control
do.
them, can
Yes,
you?
yeah,
You can
exactly.
only
So I
control
have
yourself.
to realize that whatever happens, it's all my fault, and it works better this way for me personally.
Mhm.
And I think that's what helps me.
That's the takeaway from
Yes,
it. I see.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're taking personal responsibility, and even though it might be someone else's fault, your reaction to it is what you have control over.
You have better control if you consider it's your fault,
Yeah, I like
because
that.
you will. It worked for me.
Yeah. Mhm.
I found an answer and a solution for the problem better than trying to think what I could do against that person, or what I could, like what sort of control I could have gained over that person so it does better whatever the situation was, you know.
Yeah, I like
If I
that.
think it's
Yeah.
my fault, it's better
Yeah, I
because
agree.
I get an answer for my questions quicker, and I find the solution quicker as well. So I can focus on what I have to do, not what I have to do for others, or
Yeah.
what others could have done better. It doesn't matter. The thing happened is, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is a problem, is a difficulty in life, whatever. I have to do it. It's my fault. I have to get it sorted. And I'm proud of it because I do react better at those sort of like difficulties
Yeah, I
in
like
life
that.
by taking like
Yeah.
full accountability of
Um,
whatever
I
happened.
try to be as similar to that as I can.
Yeah.
I'm not all the time.
I'm
Probably
the same.
with you,
I'm
yeah.
still working on it,
Yeah.
but I'm
We're not perfect.
this
at
week
it, and we
I've
make
seen I'm
mistakes.
getting better, and I'm like, whatever.
I think
it has to be done.
Yeah, I think for what's happened for both of us, I'm similar to you in that sense. What I'm proud of, things have happened, separate things have happened to us, and we've just
Yes.
it's kind of put things into perspective. Like we can't control them; we can only control how we react to them and how we deal with them. And some things you might say, "Oh, how can it stop happening in the future?" You just can't. It's just life.
Yeah,
It's gonna
true,
happen
yeah.
regardless.
The things you've
it's
gone
gonna
through,
It's gonna deal you a bad hand, no matter
Yeah.
how good you are in this world or how bad you are. It doesn't care.
Yeah, we've been like going through not very similar, but like
Yeah,
at the
similar.
same level of sort of difficulty, being there for people that needed us.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've done, I think both we've done a very
Yeah.
good job. That's one other thing. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of myself.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah,
We haven't actually said this separately to each other in person, so here we are.
Yeah. Literally, it's like officially.
We haven't had a
being
chance,
said.
to be honest.
Yes, yeah, it's been busy.
So we're proud of each other, yeah. So
Yeah, of course, always. I think that's a thing that we all, yeah.
so that's the old shot coming in there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you've sort of said what
Yeah.
you're proud of us for.
Yeah. So same as him, essentially. It sounds lazy, but it's true.
Yeah.
I'll try and expand on it. It's for me. I think it's just still going on and just carrying on regardless of what's happening.
Yeah.
Which can be hard sometimes. It can bleed into other areas of your life, but I feel like I've still stayed on top of them. I've still gone to the gym. I've still been like social when I haven't like been a recluse in a way, which is easy to do. Maybe for
you
more
didn't
people than
like
others.
lock yourself
Yeah,
in a box
which
and that's
instantly my brain was like, fuck everyone else. But then I was like, wait a minute, why am I doing that? These are the people that makes these situations easier.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is something we're gonna speak
Yeah.
about a bit
So
later,
so
like
yeah.
having the right people.
So I
around
nearly
you.
went that way because for me it's a default, and for most people it probably is as well.
Bro, I used to be the same.
Yeah.
Because of all my past and everything I went through and I had to go through in my life. That was my first like thought. That's
Yeah.
it. Lock myself.
That's what I
and
did
to
too. Yeah.
Be away from everyone, and
And it just
But
makes things
yeah.
considerably worse.
Yes,
because
yeah.
you make all these conclusions in yourself, and you do these things without even talking to someone else to not tell you like, what the fuck are you doing? That's stupid.
Yeah. You don't have someone there to
please don't do that.
help
because-
and to guide you, to watch what you're doing, and
yeah,
at least see if it's good or
exactly.
or not.
Because they probably made the same mistake, or they were going to, then they didn't, or they saw someone else do it, and then
Yeah, I'm sure we have all been there, and
100%.
everyone can remember a story where they've locked themselves and they did everything by themselves, and at the end
it's just gone
realized
to
like,
shit.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Everyone's
that's-
told you don't do that. You've done it anyway, and they were right.
yeah, which is one way to learn some lessons in life.
Which is exactly how I learned my lessons in life, unfortunately. All right, I'm a bit less nervous now, so that's good. At the start, I was a bit like shaky and like it's probably due to my caffeine consumption as well. But so this episode, the lies we're sold. So I've noticed, and Andre's noticed, and probably lots of you have noticed, and other people have noticed that the whole be a man trope has been misaligned from what it used to mean, or it was going in the right direction. Now it's gone back into a bad direction again, from what I can see. So it usually means don't cry, don't ask, don't need anyone. It's that whole lone wolf thing, that Sigma male thing. Like you see all the memes and the reels, and it's like, yeah, I'm alone, I'm doing this, I've got anything like that. But I'm under the opinion, and you might be as well, that when you actually look into these people's lives, they're actually miserable and they're lonely, and they are focusing on the wrong things. Even if what they're focusing on is a good pursuit, they are neglecting everything else around them, and then it all comes crashing down. So an example that I can think of is someone who prioritizes money over everything else. They might have a really successful career, or they've hyper focused on it. They got all the money. Let's say they sold their company. Boom, you got 20 million.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No, not in particular. Just
I know,
sorry, I
yeah.
wasn't talking about that, but just
Yes.
No, he's actually a very good example.
Yeah.
The opposite.
It's fine. Yeah, no, I just
yeah.
realized what he was talking about.
And then what you got? So you've isolated. Not saying this is everyone, by the way, but lots of people isolate their friends, their family, their relationships suffer. Let's say they have children, they barely see their children. And what have you got to show? You've got loads of money, but no one to enjoy it with. That's how I see it. Maybe there are people who just enjoy that, and that's fine. But
there are people, that
I have
they
a feeling
prioritize, and that's how they keep to themselves.
Yeah.
That's how they stay.
And that's what happens. And then what have you got? That's not what I would want personally. I know it sounds like a massive coping mechanism for not having 20 million.
Yeah,
pounds,
that's
but
not. Yeah, well, obviously, yeah.
that's my perspective on it.
That's not how I see myself as well.
Yeah.
Like being successful.
I think for some people it works, but for the majority of people and lots of people watching this, that's not sustainable, and it's not in their ultimate vision.
Yeah.
I think it can happen on accident, which is what I'm very careful of with anything. Not saying I'm making millions, by the way, but in anything I do, any pursuit I have, any hobby or interest, I don't want to hyperdo it.
Not making millions yet.
Yeah. Where were we?
It's true though.
Yeah. I like Lamborghinis, so give me your money. So I've noticed modern men's media pushes independence, but it shames connection. And the way they portray it is that if you need help, you're weak. The social media fuels this as well in general, so not just men's media. Everyone's fine, but no one's showing the battle. So a good example of that is if you go on Instagram, for example, they have all these amazing, if you know people personally in your life, you see their Instagram stories, they're all happy they got this, but then you're like, I know the guy, and he's like, well, he's got no money, he's got debt, like he's got relationship problems, he or she or whoever.
Yeah.
And it's all a facade is what I'm trying to say here. And, they're all okay, and they've got these lovely, they're on holiday all the time, but you don't know.
Yes.
You don't know what's really happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
That's what I mean.
Oh, look at what dinner
Yeah,
I'm
and
having.
lots
Oh,
of-
I'm here. Oh, look at this lovely place.
Yeah, and lots of influencers and stuff are exactly the same as that, because no one actually, realistically, that's not, when you talk about your struggles most of the time, for most people, no, it doesn't sell, it doesn't give you likes, it doesn't give you clicks, it doesn't build up the brand image that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's on the surface level of what it is, and that's how this whole thing has manifested in the modern times of social media. So for me personally, there are many times in my life where I thought isolation was my strength, but it certainly wasn't. It was my downfall, as we've just discussed. So like I said earlier, is when anything bad would happen to my life, I just isolate and just fuck everyone goodbye. And that just leads you down a very, very tricky path. And it's hard to get out of because it's kind of self-fulfilling and self-gratifying. Have you got any personal examples of that?
I do, but I'm with that and not, because I would say, and again, it's something that keeps us together, because we not like disagree, but we have like different sides.
Yeah.
Even though they similarly different.
You're
like
wrong. I'm joking.
so depends on what situation
Okay.
you are in, because there's been moments in my life where people came up to me and be like, "Oh, don't worry, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Just don't stress about it." And there's those moments I didn't need it, those people, because I knew it wasn't gonna be fine.
I think you needed to stress about to do something about it.
Yes,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
that, yeah.
So I don't fully agree with that. Not like, oh, that's rubbish, take it out, I don't care about
Yeah.
that's wrong, don't listen to him. No, is the to me personally,
Make your own
sharing
conclusions.
from my personal like situations I've been in, there's been situation where I will definitely agree I needed that one person that would be there for me,
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah.
And there's been plenty of times where, thank God I had him, because I don't know what I would have done without him.
I swear.
And there's been situations where I had the wrong people around me,
Yeah,
so I had to
I see what you're
isolate
saying.
and keep distance and
I forgot the
push
nuances in that quote.
those
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
push those people away, because it wouldn't let me operate at my best of my
Yeah.
capabilities.
So I think this depends on who you have around you. If
yes,
you can
yeah,
trust
yeah,
them, and
it's
if
very
if
important.
they're what you want to be as well. So if your friends, if you don't like the lives your friends are living around you,
yes,
it's like taking money advice from someone who's never got any money,
yeah, exactly, yeah,
or relationship
yeah, yeah.
advice from someone who's had like 9 divorces.
I had people,
Yeah.
for example, when I've the best example I can think of is when I've lost my mom. I had people come to me and be like, "Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. You have both of your parents.
Literally,
You're
I
not
like that,
going
yeah.
through this,
Yeah.
so you can't tell me it's gonna be fine.
'Cause you don't
Yes,
know.
it will be fine at some point,
Yeah.
but at that specific moment, I had to struggle. I had a lot going. I had a lot going on and a lot to focus on, and many things to think about. What am I gonna do? What's gonna happen next? And many questions.
hmm
The answer wasn't, don't worry, it's going to be fine. Like, definitely was not.
Because it
And I
wasn't
had
fine.
these
You were like
people that they
14
had
without
their
your
life
mother.
that was amazing, no, like stress free, and they just kind of say, it'll be fine. And I literally wanted to smack them, honestly, in that moment. Like, don't tell me it's going to be fine now. Like,
Yeah.
at some point, yeah, it will be. But yeah, I would say for me personally, I've been there, but I haven't been there as well. Like, it depends on what life gives you, and you need to think about it. If in that exact situation, whatever it is you are in, you need people around you,
You're the
or
right
you
people.
better by yourself.
Yeah.
And getting it sorted by yourself. So yeah, I'm on both sides, to be honest.
Stage 1, make sure you have the right people around you.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah, of course.
And we're hoping to facilitate that in one way, shape, or form.
You can always apply that, but it depends who
Yeah.
who you accept to be next to you. It's
like
the
that.
most important thing. And the best thing you can do is making sure, no matter how difficult or how not difficult your life is, you always have the right people around you, because there's nothing negative about it.
Yeah.
So you always need to make sure you have the right people around you,
Yeah,
regardless of whatever situation you are in.
Did a good job of that. Yeah. People can choose between
Thank you.
Couldn't have said it better. This happens every time I make a point. You're like, well, actually, I'm like, oh, no. So what's the real cost of doing it alone? So there's a massive amount of studies out there, modern and a bit older and in between, about what it does to you as a human and as a man. So I will always go back to evolutionary biology. This isn't a creationism debate or Bible appreciation or lack of Bible appreciation. That's just my stance. We're humans, we're tribal animals, we work in communities, we work in teams. That's how we got here as we are, as a civilization and previous ones. And that to me, that's a fairly undeniable fact when you look at the data and the modern world. You have 8 billion people as a sample size. I'm sure you can find some evidence there.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, for an example of damages is depression, anxiety, addiction, and early death. Now, I know in my brain when I first heard that you can just die from being lonely, I was like, well, that's not right. What sort of medical condition is that? But it's more people who are doing it alone. They'll have less support medically, and they'll have people to tell them they're not doing okay, and it kind of compounds over time. So it doesn't just mean like I have no friends, I just die. It's not really how it works.
Yeah.
Or maybe it does, and there's going to be data in the future that's going to validate it and say, well, actually, when you're lonely, it damages your brain, because I'm also under the understanding that your brain is also an organ. So I think lots of people who have mental disorders, their brain is actually not functioning correctly as an organ. Like if you have a heart problem, for example, and how that manifests is you have poor circulation, or you'll have a blood clot or something along the lines of that. Whereas how your brain not being healthy will be mental illness or addiction and things like that. I know that really sounds obvious, but it's easy no one really thinks about their brain health. You think about your heart and your liver and your stomach maybe and your kidneys, but you never go, how's my brain
It all
doing?
starts from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything
it's an organ
starts from
and it
here,
needs
yes.
taken care of, and you take care of it
You need to have
differently.
very well control over it.
Yeah, and you have, I think, you taking care of your brain is more subtle in a way. It's more hands-on. It's not like I'll just take metformin and have better blood pressure.
But I think is, for me personally, like just listening to this makes me realize is the only thing you can have control over, and the only thing you can choose, like if it stays healthy or not.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, your heart can stop beating now or tomorrow, or you don't know, but at least the best thing you can do is try to have a very well overall control, like
your thoughts and
over your
behaviors.
mind and your actions, like your choices and everything like that.
Yeah. So I went off on a tangent there, but it just came to my brain. Another study shows men who lack connection, they have a significantly higher risk of mental illness, depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. So when I read that again, I was like, well, yeah, but maybe they lack connection because of these, which is also true. So take these how you want. All the studies will be linked. They were meta-analysis and studies. So the sample sizes range from like 1,000 people to 300,000 people, I think, off the top of my head. So it's fairly conclusive data, I'd like to think.
Bro, the easiest way to say is you need a brotherhood. You need
a network, something around
brothers
you.
Network.
Yeah. 1 in 3 men have no close friends at all. So I think that speaks for itself. I think a lot of men aged 18, let's say, to 35, maybe over. I think that's very, very true.
Yeah.
People, if you just look in your life, maybe yourself. Yeah, I've seen it. I see it a lot. It's quite sad, to be honest.
I've been there as well at some point.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. At very, weird stages in my life, And then another review found that social isolation harms your health as much as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Once again, that's can be taken out of context, and it sounds ridiculous, like just having no friends is the same damage on you, but it all kind of ties in together with the lifestyle that follows when you're lonely, I think is what that stat's getting on. So I'm being really nitpicky here, but
Bro,
everything I read, I'm like,
yeah.
I'm very skeptical over.
Every action, it has a reaction.
Exactly.
So it all depends on.
Thing is, if you're lonely, if you're that lonely, you're going to smoke 15 cigarettes a day, or you're going to drink alcohol. So it kind of leads on to that.
Yeah.
So I don't want the stats to be. Don't want people to listen to this and go, "Shut up!" You're like, it's smoking 15 cigarettes a day is objectively bad for your lungs and everything. But it's the behaviors that come after it. Okay, that's my statistic kind of thing out of the way. There's more here actually, but I've kind of disproven myself slightly. But that's good. That's what I'm trying to
just
show here,
cover
like we're not just saying things. You haven't gone on ChatGPT, got them, and just told them to. I've looked at them and I've read them and I've gone, okay, there's more nuance to it. But the general picture is quite obvious and quite alarming, to be honest. And a good quote that I've included here is, "What you keep in the dark grows in power." So we spoke about this before.
Yes, just off camera.
If you have something bothering you in the background, something annoying you, if you leave it there and you don't do anything about it, you don't confront it or the person or the thing, it grows in power, which it does. It's worse and
keeps
worse.
growing inside you, and
one day
you
just snap. Let's say if he's doing something cumulatively over time that annoys me, which is not the case, by the way. Little things, but nothing like this. He looks at me like, eventually he's going to keep acting like this. I'm not going to say anything. He's going to do it there. I would like, fuck it. And he'd be like,
Yeah, you're gonna go crazy that one day.
and if I would have
yeah.
just told him the first time, and he'd gone, okay, yeah, it's a bit weird that I do that, or, blah blah blah, wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So that's a good quote to think about.
Yeah.
So why are we here? How can we change this? How can we help people? Is it even worth listening to us? Do we know what we're talking about? That isn't what the title said, but I've made my own title.
Yeah, but the thing is, well, I consider we've been through a lot in life, both of us, good and bad.
Like everyone else
And-
watching this as well, yeah.
That's why we are here today. That's why we're recording, because we want to help people and we want to share our personal stories as well and tell people that you can do it, and whatever the situation is in your life and whatever like stage you are in life, you can always find a way. No matter how bad it is, you can always make sure you have the right people around you, and by having the right people around you will always be a positive way to get out of whatever you're in. So
That's good.
I think that's why we are here today.
That's powerful. So it's that thing that we laughed about earlier on there.
Yes.
So we're gonna. So it says here, what changed when you had men in your corner? Now that might mean different things to different people, but for us, we went off a tangent and joked about this. We're going to talk about what changed when we had each other and other people in our life. In this case, it's each other, for example, for now anyway. Kind of what changed for us. So I'd say before Andre, or I wouldn't say before Andre, but when we got on this journey, because when we first found each other, that sounds quite romantic actually. We weren't who we are today. Okay,
when we discovered.
Yeah, our friendship wasn't like it is today. This kind of took time to build over time.
Yes, yeah.
So I'll change the timeline on there. It's more when we kind of improved ourselves and we saw the light in our heads anyway. For me, it was the self-belief. It wasn't now just self-belief. I had someone else believing in me.
Yeah.
Through like evidence from what I've done. So for me, that was what made the difference for me personally.
Yeah, we've mentioned this in the last episode. If you didn't watch our first episode, go watch it, because it will make sense.
Yeah.
What we're talking about today as well.
Sorry, I'm being a knobhead. Surprise, surprise. Do you resonate with that for you? Was there something else that changed for you? Was it just self-belief, or was it, do you think it was similar for you?
Yeah, similar.
I think that's the main thing for us.
Yes, yeah.
I think we wanted someone else to match I think for me, I had a lot of self-belief and no one around me kind of had it as well.
Yeah.
They'd always talk you down from it because they only knew the old you, which is fine. It's fair enough. Based on the evidence of my life, why would they believe me?
I think those people, the type of people that they just get comfortable with everything that's happening in their life. And as soon as something or someone changes, they're like, what?
Fall off behind, yeah.
And they don't like it because they don't want to like take themselves out from
where they are.
like comfort
it's difficult,
zone.
And I get it. We're humans. We're meant to be comfortable. We spent thousands of years, let's say millions of years, with our ancestors, just trying not to die every single day.
Yeah.
So the moment you get comfort, you relish in that. You take your time. You go, wow. You get loads of food. You stuff your face because you don't know when you're going to get fed yet. So it's not your fault to be like this. We can slip into this very easily as well. Definitely as you get older, you get a stable career, and you have a partner. Thinks, where you get comfortable.
Yeah,
but for us,
that's
not where you get comfortable, because the moment you do that in my brain is you slowly go down. I don't have a stutter, by the way. Slowly go downhill. You get overweight.
We've been there too.
And we have been
at
there,
some point, our lives got just normal, and we were comfortable with the day-to-day basis that we were doing, and we've realized we need to make a change, and we've had a discussion together, and we've realized it's more to life than just do certain things every single day and be comfortable with
just
it.
go through the motions. Even right now in my life, it'd be very easy for me to get comfortable. I'm in a job that pays me well, I've got everything there. I could just sit back, but I can't do that, because I know it's just not going to lead to good things.
We have goals, and we have
a vision of things we want to do, because I can't live. I've noticed in my life, and maybe this resonates with you guys and maybe with you, I need an ultimate picture or an ultimate goal or a vision to work towards. If I don't have that, I just can't operate. Why am I doing what am I doing?
Yeah,
Maybe I can't be alone in that, surely.
bro. The way I put it, I don't want to be average.
Yeah.
Is literally the way is the most simple way I would put this. I hate being average. I don't want to be average. I don't want to do a job for 50 years and then get my pension and I'm free for
And then you have a heart
10
attack 2
years.
years later.
Yeah, or
That's
yeah,
I think
whatever.
the same
Yeah.
as well. I know so many
Do
people
I really want to do that?
who I work with. They retired. They spent all their life. They tried retiring. They went back. Boom, they're retired. They finally put their feet up. Aneurysm dead. Heart attack dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Constantly. Mostly men, because men are just more likely to get heart attacks. It's
Yeah.
because we like red meat and stuff like that.
It's bro, but it's true, and this is
That-
crazy.
and that terrifies me. That
I
utterly
have people
terrifies
that
me.
I've seen like doing one job for like 30 years, the same job every
Yeah.
day,
And
which
maybe
is fine. If
yeah,
it's
maybe
what
they
you
like
love to
that, and
do,
maybe they
it's
want to do
fine.
that. And that's
But getting, I don't know, retired at 56, 60 years old,
oh, it's going to
whatever.
be way older than that now in the
And-
UK. We're talking 70s most likely.
Okay,
way
whatever.
it's
But
going,
what are
yeah.
you gonna do
It's even
at
worse.
70?
Exactly.
Where are you gonna go?
You've got
Dubai?
loads of time.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do in Dubai?
Time,
at 70?
money, but you've got no energy.
Yeah, exactly. So
Well,
that's
right
why
now we've got energy and we've got money, but we don't have time.
yes, but
So we want the
but
difference.
we are on our journey to make that time.
Yeah.
To make our own time.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're doing something about it, and
Yeah.
we've realized that what we were doing before was wrong, and we
Mhm.
were just some average people going to our jobs, come home, and that's it.
And if
Do
you want that, that's
whatever,
fine.
train a little bit, and
Yeah.
blah, blah. If that's what you want, fine. But it's not what we are teaching here, and if that's what you want from life, that's fine. Like
Yeah.
we have nothing against anyone.
No.
You have your own choices, and you are able to choose whatever life you want to live.
Mhm.
And we are not here to tell you, oh, you have to do this. No, there is no other way. Whatever you want to do in life, be free, do it. I don't care. And I think you agree with this
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
But we are here for people that realize or they thinking about doing something different, and we want to help because we are on this journey ourselves, and we slowly like upgrading our characters, and
We're trying to at
we
least.
like trying to evolve and get better at whatever we do.
Yep.
So we've realized there is more in life than just
Yeah.
doing your 9 to 5 and go
Yeah.
home.
This isn't some sort of motivational talk, but it's I'm trying not to sound cringy when I say this, but that's just how we feel. And there's there is so much content out there that just makes it so you watching, you're like, what the hell is that? Like cringe,
Yeah.
So you're not being cringy, by the way. I'm just trying to like make it come across in a very normal way,
Yeah.
That was a very good point. I've got nothing else to add once again.
But it's
I
true, bro.
chirped in with what I think,
That's
yeah.
how we think. We've
And-
realized we don't
yeah.
want to be average, and we're doing
Yeah,
something about
so that's our example.
Simple.
But for you, it could be something else. But what this does, this gives you the cornerstones for that. I don't know why I'm doing hand movements. You can't see them. This gives us it gives you the pillars for success, let's say. And that could be anything. Like I said before, you don't have to do what we're doing because it isn't easy. You could be doing something completely different. You could be improving a different aspect of your life.
Bro, it doesn't matter if you
Yeah.
want to be, if being successful in life is, I don't know, being a very good tennis player. If that's what you want, you have to put the hard work in to
Yep.
get it done. So it doesn't matter what your dreams are or what your goals in life are. The only thing you need to realize, if you want those things happening, you cannot just be average, and you cannot just do average things.
'Cause you get
There
average
is loads
results.
of hard work and suffering and struggle, and you need to be like passionate about it to do whatever goals you have in life. So that's what we are trying to help people with here, and be here for you guys watching, and make you realize that we are, as I said, we are on this journey as well, and we are trying to share even our personal journey towards our goals with you.
And passion is one, but also consistency. I think personally, consistency overthrows passion.
That will be
I think
obviously.
you have to want to do what you're doing and have an ultimate goal. But if you're not consistent, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
You could love tennis so much and have 900 tennis rackets and watch it every day. But if you don't consistently practice and play and get better,
Yes.
you're not going to get good at tennis.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah.
You need to make sure There is
Yeah.
hard work that needs to be done,
Yeah.
regardless
But
of
hard
how
work
you feel.
again.
Yes,
again,
of
again.
course. Yeah, every day. I'm sure consistency is going to be one of the topics
We will be
gonna,
talking about
yes,
that on my ass.
in future.
Okay.
It's going to happen.
More stats now. A meta-analysis. I think this is the one with 300,000 people, so probably quite trustworthy. I could be wrong. It could be a terrible study. Someone's probably going to tell me that. People with strong social ties are 50% more likely to survive tough times. This can be emotionally, mentally, or physically. If you think about that, it makes sense. Like I said earlier with him, not on the podcast previously. If you run out of money and you're by yourself, that's kind of it, really. What are you going to do? You're going to walk to random people and ask for money. Or if you've got people around you, you'll have that support system with you. If we say physically, if we go back to maybe you break your leg, for example, and you get it fixed by the hospital, but now what do you do? How are you going to go shopping? How are you going to do all of this? I know we have things like Uber Eats and stuff like that, but just think about it in that way, survive could be actually die or just actually live a decent life, You're going to say something there?
I wanted to say, again, we come back to what we mentioned. You need to make sure you always have the right people around you.
Yep.
It's very important. As simple as he said, maybe you break your leg and you can't go shopping. Well, if you have the right people around you, they'll come and say, don't worry about it, I will help you.
Yeah, that sounds like a really obvious example.
It's something so simple, but it's so true. We just basically speak facts here. We're not trying to, but that we are.
Why is the rabbit on top there?
We have a rabbit there, yeah. Our little bunny.
Going jumping. Anyway, so the network that we are making, we're in the process of making, gives you support when life hits. It challenges you when you slip, and it gives you encouragement to rise up. I am reading these from the thing, if you're wondering. Real life wins. We want to give you a better mindset, more discipline, and stronger relationships. That's some of our goals in there.
That's why we are here.
Yeah, and sorry, that's a terrible quote.
Apart from what we are reading here, we also gonna share with people stuff that we've been through.
Oh yeah,
and also
you can laugh about our stupid mistakes.
Of course. So, some of them are stupid and funny.
Most of them are stupid.
Some of them they really important. They really, I'm pretty sure will have a big impact on other people's lives because
100%.
they struggle, and there are many people there struggling and trying to find having someone like how we are.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're not just trying to read from whatever that says there. We're also gonna, podcast by podcast, we're gonna share stories. We're gonna try to give you examples and prove that, okay, this is what happened, but this is what we've done together, and this is how it all come out.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. Just listening.
Again, he has nothing to say.
I thought I was good at making points, but I seem to be I think self-criticism here. I read it and I go bang, bang, bang. You go, actually, there's more nuance to that. You kind of say it. And I'm like, oh yeah.
I'm not trying to show off or anything. It's just how I am.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're adding to it more than I could. Yeah. If I was doing this by myself, I'd be screwed. I'd just say it and then close the laptop. You know what I mean? That'd be it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just how I am. As I said, I'm not showing off or anything.
Yeah.
He knows very well. Even for example with the brotherhood word that we were speaking before, it was just a simple example, but it makes sense. You know,
you just put it very, very.
I'm very straightforward.
Yeah, you are straightforward, but in a way that's not black and white thinking at the same time.
No, it's just in a way that I personally think it just makes sense.
Yeah, and it does. And sometimes I need that because I overcomplicate things unnecessarily all the time.
That's why we are.
Yeah, we complement each other.
Yeah, exactly.
And imagine more people as well. That's
where you lack, I'm better. Where I lack, you are better.
And some things we both lack, so we need other people there as well.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Please.
Why we're doing this? We're not doing just for the people watching.
No, this is for us as well.
It
is, yeah. Ultimately, it is. We want a Brothers Network.
To find, of course, we want Brothers Network. We want to find more people like us. We want to find more people that they even at the same stage in life that we are in. We just at the beginning of the journey. Even recording this and doing this podcast for you guys, it's something new to us.
Mm-hmm.
And we are literally at the very beginning, so we still like, I don't know, you will see some
We are
imperfections
filthy
or
amateurs. I can
yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
like yeah, we still
How I
like
was at the
gonna
start
have
of this one.
mistakes done, even though like while we record and then we've watched it back and
Yeah.
we realize, oh, I should have said this word here,
That
or
happens.
we
yeah.
could have said this way and it would have been better and it would have made more sense. But the more we do it, again, something that he mentioned earlier, consistency.
Yeah.
By keep going and do this podcast, we're gonna get better and better because it's something that we're gonna do every time, and we're gonna keep going regardless of whatever it is. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna be here, and we're gonna record, and that's how we're gonna get better.
Yeah.
By doing
Simple as that,
like
yeah.
keep going and keep doing it.
I try to the way I try to do it. They're not massively planned. Like we know what we're going to speak about, but that's it. I make the document and then we just go in. There's a little bit of prep. Like I did prep with the sources in this to make sure what I was saying was actually true.
Yeah,
which would be
yeah.
embarrassing.
Well,
if it
obviously,
isn't.
we do follow.
But that's it.
Like yeah,
But we go in it one take done. That's
yes,
it.
yes.
It's 10 minutes of stupidity before that no one sees. But other than that, that's it.
Maybe
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
That'd get me arrested, to be honest.
Some of the jokes, man.
Yeah. So we're inviting you to step in. So I've got some questions to ask yourself. Who actually knows the real you? What's one burden you've been carrying alone? And what are you going to do with that? I highly recommend you don't carry that alone. If you want to, that's fine. Okay, well, I thought that's for us to do, so I'm not doing that. A challenge for the viewers and the listeners: share one thing you've been carrying in silence with a brother. That doesn't necessarily mean us. It could be. Maybe we'll do the same for each other, but not on camera because it's probably stupid. Don't go another week hiding. Okay, that's quite powerful. And science does back this up once again. Another meta-analysis found that friend support reduces loneliness more than any other kind, even more than family romantic partners, which is quite interesting. I can see how that works. I think romantic partners and family have their place. I think you can't get everything from a romantic partner that you can get in a friendship without sounding obvious.
No, but again, it's what I was saying earlier. It depends on what situation you're in.
But generally, if everything's going correct, you can, let's say your boyfriend or girlfriend, they might not have everything to give you, then your friend might, because they kind of serve different roles.
Yeah.
Like unfortunately, we don't have any remote romance in our relationship. As much as I'd like that, we both have partners, so we can't do that. But just and it goes the other way. There might be certain things that I think he's he might be more real with me about certain things than my partner would, maybe, even though she's very real with me, which hurts my feelings sometimes.
Yeah.
But I need to hear it.
Yeah, he goes in a corner and cries. No, that's
Stop hitting me.
No.
And the same with family. The thing with family is that you don't choose them, unfortunately. So family dynamics are a bit strange in that sense, as you know and as I know. So
yeah, plenty of stories
friendship
I
has
can
its
share
place.
about
Yeah.
family.
Friendship has its place more than just family romantic partners. So there's a separate kind of benefit to that.
Every single relationship, friendship, family, girlfriend, wife, whatever, it has its own place at its own right time. You just need to be very well aware of when to go to the right person.
I like that, yeah.
Like you need to know when you need to go to your wife.
Yeah.
You need to know when you need to come to me, or when you need to call, I don't know, your mom and ask her for
because
advice, or speak about whatever you're struggling with or whatever help you need. That is, you need to be very well aware of the situation, so you know where to go, basically.
Yeah.
And I think who to call, or
I think it's sometimes you need advice from a man, because a man knows how you experience the world and what you've gone through. Yeah. Advice that your partner might not be able to give you because they're a man. Or maybe they are a man, you get both, lucky you, but we don't like men, we like women, so we have to choose differently, We aren't that, aren't that logical thinking, we aren't that strategic, let's say.
Yeah. It's very
That was a good quote. I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
I like that conclusion I made.
It's as simple as it is.
Yeah.
You need to know when to go to who.
Yeah.
I
can't believe we made that such a big point. But I can at the same time. That was really good. So if this resonated, act on it, do something about it, join the Brothers Network, talk to someone. You don't have to, maybe you don't want to talk to us or do anything we're doing, just go talk to someone else. That's fine.
You can get in touch with us and we will be here for you, or share it with a friend, with a brother, watch this video and sit and discuss, see if maybe you guys are able to help each other in whatever way, like try to start a better journey in your life or whatever the case is. You never know. So yeah, get in touch with us, share it with
Or
someone.
or don't, or just speak to someone about it. As long
Yes.
as you come out of it positively, that's absolutely fine.
Just don't be there by yourself.
That's not going to end well, most
yeah.
likely. Remind yourself that you're not alone and there's power in brotherhood.
As we just said.
And did I say that twice? Probably. And you're not weak for needing connection. You're human, and I like that. Connection is strength. You are literally human, unless you're watching this in 5 years and you're a robot watching this because Skynet has taken over. Maybe. I love what's going on with AI right now. By the way, I'm all positive about it. Don't know about you, but we're not going to kill us all because that'd be stupid. But I'm not going into that. I've been watching too much YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode. But next week we're talking about fear and self-doubt, which I'm sure that literally everybody can relate to, unless you're a psychopath or a sociopath, which if you are,
I would love.
I'm not entirely sure that you benefit from this.
Can't wait for the next podcast.
Yeah, he might be in his own world there.
Yes, that's
how to stop letting them ruin your life, which is very easy. Until then, stand tall, speak truth, and stay connected. And one more reminder, kind of a call to action, is because we're shameless about this, join the network, share your truth, and grow with us. Goodbye.